Hey guys, so as some of you may know, update 0.16 has finally come out in Armored Warfare. It's taken a little bit for it to come out. They've been teasing it for a little while, and it's finally here. So this video is pretty much just gonna be an overview, and I'll add some gameplay to show you some of the changes that are actually in game as well. But I'm gonna quickly, and I say quickly, it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes. I'm going to quickly, as fast as possible, try to go over some of the in-game changes, and then I will go over some of the things that are on the actual the patch notes, and then we'll get into the gameplay. I'm reading a lot of this from the patch notes itself. The rest I'm going to show you. I'm not going to go through everything because it would take too long, but I will put a link to the patch notes in the description. So pretty much, they finally added the loot system. So if you weren't aware, it's been in the works for a little bit, and they've been teasing at it for quite a while. But pretty much, they've added loot, which are your inventory is now down here, and you have these supply crates that you can get from games, and it's based on how well you perform in a battle. And I quickly did a little battle, just to actually did two battles to see the chances of them dropping and all that, and how it works. I already opened one of them to see what it would look like. So there's that. But pretty much, how it works is, from what my understanding is, that it goes off of the average of the server, not the or not the average, but it goes off of the good performances of the server as a whole, and not just that one game you're in. Which I could see some problems from that, based on the simple fact that a lot of the people playing on the NA server do PvE at this point, because it doesn't have that big of a population. So PvP is generally limited to certain hours, and then you play PvE the rest of the time pretty much. But certain maps give you more experience and are easier to get good games off of than others, just due to the fact that they have more enemies or more objectives, or they just have a higher base reward to them. So I could see it coming into play where certain missions, like the smaller, quicker missions, are harder to get loot drops on. I could see that being a problem. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be a problem. It's just a hunch that I have here. But I could see that potentially being a problem that comes into play soon. So if it is a problem, I'd imagine they're probably going to rework it. Is my guess on that. But enough of that. So they have steel, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum for the crates. They're free to open, as far as I've noticed. I've opened one bronze and it was free, so I'm assuming all of them are free. Because otherwise it would be very pay to win, really. But pretty much it says right there, they have a chance of dropping one or more of boosts, insignias, credits, global reputation, and consumables. They also changed the boosts. So as you know, you had boosts from either events, buying premium, whatever, which will give you like plus 50 experience, or plus 25, plus 15, plus 10, whatever experience, but it would be for like a week or 2 weeks, and so on, which in theory is a good thing. The problem is it kept going even when you were not playing, which a lot of games do, because it incentives, goddamn English please, it makes it so you are more willing to buy more of the boosts and all that, or that you just play more. They changed that, and what they did was, if you had a boost for a week, they split it into several 12-hour boosts that made up for the same amount of time that you would have gotten from that week, and then they gave you an extra, if I'm not mistaken. So the amount of hours you would have gotten out of playing for a week from your boost, you got that plus, I think, like an extra 12-hour boost, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. So as you can see, there's a shit ton of boosts here. and you get those from the supply crates as well. They also added insignias, which it kind of works like flags in World Warships, really. You can see down here you have different spots where you can put them, and they each have their own icon, so you know where they go. It applies for one match and it gives you a boost. So this one is a bronze commander insignia. It provides plus 20 commander XP for one battle. And the same for the reputation insignia. Obviously it's a reputation, it's plus 5 and all that. These are the lowest, or not. I'm actually kind of curious. Can you get a steel insignia? Or is bronze the lowest? I'm not sure on that. I'm assuming bronze is the lowest because 5% is pretty low. It's still nice, but it's kind of low. I can't imagine them giving you a reputation bonus that's lower than that, really. So there's that. The premium time is down here, and it shows your consumables as well, which is really nice. You can also get consumables from these. I got the oil, so there's that. And if you notice on the right, there's active boosts. So you can have one global, which let's say I drag down the platinum boost. It'll give me plus 50 crew XP, commander XP, credits, reputation, dealer, prerequisite, progress. Okay, and then if you look at the bottom, it says global slot activation free, premium slot activation 100 gold. So if I drag this down here and put it into global, that's free. However, if I want to, I can stack them, and to stack them I'll have to pay 100 gold out of here, and then I'll get the bonus. So in theory, it would give me plus 100%. Yeah, okay. Which is nice. You don't have to do that, but if you want to boost your progress, you can. And it is relatively cheap, per se. And if you look at that, that's a platinum, so it's the highest you're going to pay. And that's 100. For silver, it's 25, and for bronze, it's 15. So it's not that bad. Insignias are free as well, so that's literally the only thing I could see being a cost of real money. So there's that. Now, if you open up a supply crate, it gives you a little cutscene. It opens it, and there you go. I got engine oil, gold global reputation insignia, bronze credit insignia, silver global reputation insignia, and I got some free XP. Not a lot of free XP, but it's better than nothing. So, not bad there. Alright. So, now going into a couple other things. They added 2 new vehicles. One is in the Chinese line, and it is the Assaulter, the PTL-02, which is a tank destroyer. It's tier 7. I believe it was originally tier 8. I'll give you a preview of it. Let it load in real quick. Any day. Good enough. Alright. So it's a tank destroyer. It has a 100mm gun. And I'll just show you the details of that real quick. There you go. So it looks actually pretty decent, per se. Hold on. Where is... It's not Shishkin, it's Wolfie. Alright. Tier 7. I'm assuming it's going to be more towards the LAV 600 in terms of the gun more than anything. So keep in mind this is a non-upgrade LAV 600. I do not own it yet, so these stats do improve. So there's that. And it's pretty safe to say it's better than a stock LAV 600. A non-upgraded LAV 600. Going off of the stats alone, it appears to be better, at least in terms of damage output. It's slower than the LAV 600, has a little bit better gun depression off the back. The LAV 600 has better gun depression over the front, although with the LAV 600 you're supposed to shoot from the side anyways, so there's that. It has worse view range, so there's that. That's just a quick look at it. I'm not going to play it because I'm not going to buy it yet. I'm waiting to see if the new French premium is any good and how much that's going to cost before I do anything. So there's that. They also added autoloaders to several different tanks, one of which is the Bagel, or the Beglite. Not really sure why it needed it, but it has it now. Improved autoloader. I've already 100%ed it, so I can automatically unlock it right here. And what it does is, salvo reload speed is increased by 5%. So get that. There you go. If you're wondering how much it's going to cost in the Bagel, it's 103,780. So there's that. It's also on the XM1A3. Several of the Russian tanks, T-70, not this one. The T-72 has it. The T-64 has it. I believe the T-80 also has it, along with many others. The Leopard 2A7 has it, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, there's all those. Anyways. There's a bunch of them. You can find the rest in the patch notes. It's pretty much just all like the Russian ones, besides I think the Ural, the T-72 Ural. On to the biggest fixes in the patch. The shot delay has, in theory, been fixed. I'm not sure if it actually has been or not. I haven't played enough games to determine whether or not it has or not. Along with the incorrect turret facing. And pretty much what that is, if you've played PvE, you'll notice that the bots will sometimes be looking away from you and then shoot you. That should be fixed now. And from the 2 battles I played in this patch, it appears that it is fixed. So that's nice. There's that. What else is there? The rubber banding on the minimap is fixed, which is a godsend in my opinion. It was very annoying. It didn't really affect too much. However, it made it so you couldn't really kill something that was next to you sometimes. And then if it's like arty, it could shoot you and then you see it, which could be annoying. So that's done. Now, I have noticed they don't rubber band anymore. However, sometimes it will give you the indicator, like if it was rubber banding. So let's say, oh, you spotted something to your right. It'll still like indicate to the left, like if it was rubber banding. But you'll see the tank where it is on the map. So I'm assuming that's a glitch. And they'll probably fix it. But that's just my observation right there. So that's done. Oh, the collisions. The collisions have been fixed, supposedly. So you shouldn't get extremely slowed down by hitting other tanks or props on the battlefield, like cars and such. That being said, you should still probably watch out where you're driving and not just mindlessly drive into teammates. So there's that. We already know that they added the PTL-02, which is a premium tank. However, they did add a regular tank, which is a tier 10. I believe it's in Shishkin. Yes, it is. And pretty much, they already have the T-14 Armada. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Which is a main battle tank. However, now we have the T-15, which is a variant of it. Excuse me. Which is a AFV, as you can see here. Looks very... It's very odd looking, in my opinion. It's very... it's extremely long. I'll just say that. It's weird. It's not ugly, but it's just kind of... What are they using all that for? I don't... God. It looks like the tank actually stops here, but that's just like extra armor. So kind of like the Leopard 2 turret, really. Or not the Leopard 2, but the later variants where it has like the pike kind of turret. I'm assuming that's what that is. But it really looks weird in my opinion. I'm sure people like what it looks like. But I just find it kind of odd looking. Anyways, so there's that. It's an AFV. It's at tier 10, and it has an autocannon. The upgrades for it. It doesn't have an armor upgrade, but it looks like it doesn't have any problems with armor anyways. I haven't looked at the stats, but I'm assuming it doesn't have a problem with armor. It has pretty much the typical Russian setup for like AFVs. It has an autocannon and ATGMs. So there you go. Now they have changed, or not changed, but added stuff as well. One of the changes, I'll go to settings real quick. And under graphics, you can now turn off shadows. So if you're having problems where you're kind of lagging a little bit in game, you can just go to settings and turn off shadows. And I've been told it helps by people that have played the game. It supposedly helps. I'm not going to turn off shadows because I'm assuming it's going to look like shit. But if you're having a problem with the lag or your FPS dropping, try turning off shadows. It should help. They've been kind enough to add that to the game for people that are having problems. So there you go. The other change is in UI. There's now commendations. So it gives you a little pop-up here. Pretty much, when you're playing the game, you'll now have pop-ups like showing you that you've achieved stuff. So let's say I kill something, I'll get a red pop-up. Let's say I've achieved something. I believe capping and like doing secondaries is blue, and then spotting is the yellow, along with a couple other things. I don't remember. I don't know what all of them are. Orange, I have no fucking clue. Anyways, it has a sound effect to it. You can also change the size of it. I've turned the sound effect off. I don't know what it sounds like. I just turned it off because I play PvE and I'm assuming it's going to spam the crap out of it. And I don't want that. So I just turned it off. You can also hide it. You can show the total. You can show notifications and all that good stuff. So there's that. Is there anything else in the garage that I need to show? Oh, they did change the panel here. So as you can see, this is what the insignia panel actually looks like. So you can see I have a bunch of global reputation ones, reputation credits. I don't have any crew XP ones. Or I have one commander one. You can just drag them up there. They're perfectly aligned, so you don't have to go hunting them down. Is that actually a steel one? Hold on, no. Wow, it actually is. Okay. 2.5. Wow. All right. I'm not gonna complain. It's still a bonus, so it's a good thing. But it's just, wow. Okay. They also made it so that you can take off retrofits, and I believe save them to your inventory. Is it? I want to say you can save them. However, they did state that it's only for the same vehicle. So if you have like the Ariete, I'm probably mispronouncing that. If you have the Ariete, and let's say you put improved filters on there, and then you decide I don't actually want improved filters, I want upgraded transmission. You can take improved filters off, and you put upgraded transmission there, and you can, if you decide maybe I actually did want improved filters, you can switch them out. That's not where it goes, by the way. Just it'll go over here. But there's that, which is nice. I can actually look that up because I might be wrong on that one. They added a bunch of new sounds to the guns, the engine, the turret rotation, all that good stuff. Things that people like. I usually don't pay any attention to it. Not gonna lie, a lot of the time when I'm playing games, I'm listening to music. But it's nice to have that they're improving that. They've added 3 new PvE missions. You have Operation 0 Hour, which looks like it's a variant of the Meltdown map. I forgot the name of it in. I think it's a reactor in PvP. I think. Anyways, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that. Another variation of the airfield map, and then Basilisk, which appears to be a variation of that map, which is it Ghost Hunter, something like that. The one where you go down like the little road, because the enemy have left their base, and you're supposed to capture like their base or supply depot. And it's like you have 3 little trucks to destroy. You go down this tiny little road and you capture the base. It looks like it's a variation of that. So there's that. Um, so the shot delay has been fixed. There's normalization changes. So that's nice. They did some component and crew HP changes, although they took some of those out because people were complaining. So it's nice to see that they realized something was probably not a good idea and they removed it. That they're actually paying attention is nice. Excuse me. Oh, that's what it was. Daily challenges. There we go. So you now have 2 sets. Before it was you had 3, and then they counted both like PvP and PvE. That's now changed. So how it works is you have your PvP settings, or not settings, but challenges. So spot 10 tanks is one of mine. When I do that, I'll get 3 bonuses. So instead of just, hey, you get reputation, hey, you get 150,000 credits, and it's like different for each one, and you have to complete them. It's now, what happens is, the first one you complete, you get 150,000 credits. The second daily challenge you complete, you get a bronze supply crate. And the third one, you get a silver. So you can do that. You can also, let's say I don't like one of these. This was in the old patch as well, but now I think you can do it for both. Let's say I don't want to kill SPGs. Oh my god. Alright, so now instead of being an AFE and killing SPGs, I can now be an SPG and kill SPGs. So that's my one change of the day. Oh, okay, never mind. It does, in fact... Actually, no. I think I changed one of these earlier. I might be wrong. It might just be you can only cancel one for each category, or both categories, rather. So... pretty much, I feel like I already completed one of these as well. Kind of weird. Anyways, so it's the same for PvE, and you can just kind of complete them. So there's that, which is nice to have. It's also, it just kind of adds more to it. They haven't added anything for the base, sadly, so it's just kind of there. They changed the tank destroyer ability. So if you weren't aware before, they to use the tank destroyer ability, you had to be sitting still. And what it did was, I think it just gave you like a camouflage, not really like a bonus, but when you fire your gun, it gives you a penalty to your camo, and this would nullify a good portion of that penalty, so you wouldn't lose all your camo. So it pretty much makes it so you are more inclined to play the tank destroyer role, which is hide in the back in bushes and support your teammates, which are spotting for you and moving forward, kind of thing. They changed that because a lot of people, including myself, weren't really using it, because I like to play my tank destroyers more kind of like my light tanks. So I'll drive forward to a hill or like a spot where I can shoot stuff in the side, preferably without getting shot. And if I am gonna get shot at, I have cover to get behind. So on the Korvac map, you have like that hill that you can do that in. Anyways, so a lot of people would rush off to these spots. They'd fire some rounds, and then you'd be moving, because if you get spotted, you need to get to cover. So you wouldn't really be inclined to use your ability all that much. Some people would. I usually forgot about it because I'd be moving anyways. In the new update, you don't have to sit still. You can just use it. It also, they've adjusted the camouflage penalty reduction on shots. So while the ability is active, instead of 75%, it's now 85%, which is nice. The autoloader technology I already mentioned. There's a list there. It's the Draco, Bakelite, BMD4, BMP3, yada yada yada, all that. They've buffed and nerfed some artillery. Most of the buffs aren't to like damage or anything like that. They're just to mobility, so they can get up to speed quicker, which it makes it so you're more willing to relocate, because a lot of the the artillery was very sluggish. The artillery that got nerfed was the paladin, which I believe was a 10% damage nerf or something like that. I'll look it up as I go through this. A lot of the Leopard 2 series has been changed. They've gotten some buffs and a couple nerfs, which I'll get to. Even more active protection system changes. High explosive damage was changed. You can kind of look through all these in the patch notes themselves. The Leopard 1A5 got a buff. HP was upgraded to 1820, which is honestly well needed. It doesn't have armor, and it plays kind of like a tank destroyer, really, in my opinion. So now that you have that HP, you can still play like a tank destroyer, but if need be, you can go up and take a couple hits while your team recuperates or whatever, if needed. So kind of like the role that Tiger plays in World of Tanks, kind of a little bit. It also got a buff to its speed. A lot of the Leopard 2s, they have better accuracy and aim time now. I'm trying to remember which one got nerfed. Maybe one didn't get nerfed. They fixed the problem with the 2A6 with the turret. Or not the turret, but the hatches on the front. The MBT 70 has a reduced aim time to 3.3. The Merkava 2B is being replaced by the 2D. The Paladin has an overall damage reduced by 10% and penetration by 2.5%. It also got the speed buff, though, so there's that. The T90 MS has more HP now. They fixed the problem with the wheels. Oh yes, the XM183. It's gang buffed. Its HP, the base HP before any retrofits or anything like that, is now 3,625. The view range has been buffed to 375. The damage from both guns, the 120 and the 140, has been increased by 5%. The penetration has been increased by approximately 6% on the 120. Increased the rate of fire of both guns by 5%. They reduced the accuracy of both guns a little bit to make up for those changes, and they slowed the aim time down for both guns as well. Apparently there was a problem with the vehicle's destroyed hull being a different color than the turret. That's been fixed. Now, they fixed the Tusk ERA panels near the front end of the vehicle being displayed incorrectly. However, I've seen complaints about the XM1A3 where, if I'm not mistaken, it has two panels on the side. So in theory, one would explode and the other one wouldn't, is what's supposed to happen. So that way you have extra protection. However, I've seen complaints of people getting hit by, let's say, like an artillery or something like that, and all the panels, the first and second layer, just getting used up. So then when you get shot from then on out, you don't have that protection because one artillery or whatever has hit you and just destroyed all your panels. I'm assuming they know about that and they're probably fixing it, I would hope. But there's that. They fixed a lot of PvP issues as well with like maps with like shading glitches and all that. PvE has the new maps, which are probably gonna have glitches because they're new. But they've also fixed a bunch of issues with vehicles getting stuck on certain parts of other maps, and they've done some optimizing, if I'm not mistaken. You can go through all that detail because there's a lot of changes. I can't go through all of them. They also fixed the tutorial, which apparently had a problem with it. I never knew. There's all the sound changes. I've already kind of quickly gone over that. Again, I say quickly. It's probably been 30 minutes already. The desync with the vehicle turret in PvE and PvP has been fixed. There was a problem with the reticle, apparently, which has been fixed. They fixed some of the challenges that were broken. They've kind of punished AFKers a little bit more. I think they're still planning even more punishments though, which is probably a good thing. There's some changes to the custom matches apparently. They fixed ATGMs not loading properly in some circumstances. I already went over the rubber banding. There was apparently some issues with replays as well, which have been fixed. So with that, I think I've covered the bases of a lot of the patch notes and the garage. So let's get into a battle finally. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I decided to take out a tank destroyer rather, mainly due to the fact that I could somewhat show off the class change a little bit with the ability. It's Starry Night, and they say that they fixed the little like graphical hang up at the start of battles. I'm not sure if it is or not. I haven't played enough to really say, but it seems like it might actually be fixed. With that being said, I have noticed a couple other graphical glitches, I guess. I've only seen them twice, but I'm not sure if that's something that's on all maps or if it's just the one map. So there's that. I can't shoot anything over there. I'll see if I can spot the arty. Now, I'm not exactly sure how effective the ability is going to be on this map. Just due to the fact that they actually spawn like nearby to where I will be sitting. I could sit at the oh, there we go. See the scout little pop up there. I could sit at like B7. I know there's a spot there that you can sit, but I prefer like the G2 spot over there. So I'm gonna continue doing what has worked well for me in the past, and as you can see the little pop-ups there. Now I should probably, wow, our X1 got fucked. Holy shit. I should probably reposition where I have the pop-ups, just due to the fact that I have it where my incoming damage is. I should probably move the incoming damage pop-up, because after a while it's gonna overlap if I get shot. So there's that. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. I'm gonna go to my little hidey hole, or my perch here, and see how the ability works out. Now the problem is they spawn over there a little bit, like that. Now, am I gonna get spotted? Yes, I am. I think I was already spotted before that. Wow, how did they not hit me? Jeez. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure I was spotted before I even popped it, and I just was a bit late on that. But I think they would have spotted me anyways, due to how close I was to them. Can I? No, I missed. Alright, rip. But yeah. Now, I think it was still in effect as I was moving. I was a bit busy dodging shots to really pay attention. But I'm pretty sure it was still in effect. And I'm gonna miss. Well, I didn't miss. Okay. So get that. And get another shot into it, maybe. There we go. Put more rounds into the lieutenant here. Actually, I'm gonna go for the bagel. Easier target. Because the T90 is now kind of, or T80, it's moving around a little bit, so the armor is gonna be a little bit of a problem. And as you can tell, the sounds are a bit more beefy, really, which I really like. Again, I'm probably not gonna. I'll probably enjoy it for a little bit and then just go back to listen to music, because that's how I usually play games. But it's nice. I'm not gonna get that kill, am I? All right. I wonder if I can just.
Identify. Hostile tank.
Am I gonna get lit? Oh, maybe not. No. I think I'm lit. Okay, so yeah, I'm moving it. It's not disappearing, so that's nice. It's still relatively short, so I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use it, but
Good. I would
it's
want
nice to
that for a
have.
moment. I'll be sure to add a bonus to your paycheck.
And put a shot to the Abrams there. All right. I think the main problem with the tank destroyer ability, in my opinion, is just the fact that it's so damn short. Like it doesn't last that long, which it kind of reduces how willing I am to actually use it. Cause what was it, like 5 seconds or something like that? I didn't get a good look at how long it actually was, but it was relatively quick, and it's like a 50 or 60 second cooldown on it.
Protect
So,
the monster.
you know,
Lions are headed for
there's
the
that.
far
Oh
fields.
shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I was not paying attention.
Hostile tank.
Was not paying attention at all. Oh god. Okay. We're good. Everything is a-okay. I did not die. Can I? There we go. That could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Okay. We're good. Everything is a-okay. I think they damaged my tire though. Bastards. Alright. Got a bit carried away talking there and did not pay attention to my my surroundings or the fact that the mission had updated. So almost died and shot the ground a little bit. I kind of want to Artie. I kind of want to get over to this side of the hill though, just because it will be kind of easier,
Identify target.
and then that will happen. Alright, now I should have a little bit of cover. My teammates should be able to help me a little bit, or not. Maybe not. Oh, rip. Did I just get kicked from the game? I think I got kicked. I think I may have crashed, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Well then, I didn't die. Not really sure how I got over here though, but did not die, and we're about to win, so that's a plus, I think. Huh. Now I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure if that was because it's a new patch and it's probably a little bit buggy, like most new patches are, or if that was my internet, because my internet has been acting up a little bit. I'm thinking it might be the fact that it's a new patch, like literally the same day. But you know, there's that. It's to be expected, and usually they do actually patch them pretty quickly. So let's see if I got any loot. Ooh, I did. No, it's a steal. Damn it. That's disappointing. Came second on the team. Probably could have come first, but yeah, I crashed a little bit. Luckily, I didn't die. So there's that. May as well open this and just see what's in it for the sake of the video, I guess. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And I got some money out of it. Got the 2.5 right there. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, I crashed during the video, but hopefully you enjoyed the video, and maybe it helped you, was a bit informative, whatever. I will provide the link to the patch notes in the description, and thank you for watching.